Hello, I am Miss Hannah and today I'm going to be showing you how to do our Halloween crafts for October. We're going to go over what's in your bag, what's not in your bag, and then we'll do the craft. So in your bag you should have one supply list, one flapping bat kit, one haunted house, one piece of yellow paper, and one piece of blue paper. You should also have a styrofoam ball, an invisible piece of thread, a black ribbon and an orange ribbon, and a piece of muslin fabric. What you will not have in your bag, you will need some scissors, you will need some type of glue. I am going to use a glue stick because it dries faster. You will need some markers and some writing utensils. I'm going to be using a pen and a permanent marker, but any marker will do. So you can tag us on social media once you finish the crafts. We'd love to see your artwork and your crafts. Just tag us as Wixom Library DIY, and please contact us if there's anything amiss in your bag. All right, let's get started. Okay, so in your bag, one of your crafts is a flapping bat. It looks like this. So we're not going to go over this today because you've got instructions in the bag itself. So that's that, but it will look like this. He's cute. I would suggest, if you want to color him, I would suggest coloring him before you assemble. But he looks like this, and he's adorable, and he flaps. Just got to pull his strings. Yep. So we are going to work on our haunted house. So the first thing we're going to do is we want to trace our haunted house onto our yellow paper. So I'm going to do that with a pen. Just like this. Now what we're going to do with our haunted house is we're going to, there's a lot of windows and doors on our haunted house. So in those windows and doors, we're going to put our own monsters or ghosts or people, trick-or-treaters, whatever you want to put in there. But first, we're going to trace it out. So we don't need to trace the windows, we just want the outline. And then, using our scissors, we're going to cut this out, and we're not going to cut on the line, we're going to cut just inside the line. Because the idea is, here's the finished product, we only want to see yellow on the inside, we don't want to see any yellow outline on the outside. So we're going to cut that out. So here's what I've cut out. Now, if we look at our haunted house, it just you can kind of see it a little bit. Let me try a different haunted house. Ta-da! All right. So we've done it so that you can't see any of the yellow on the outside, but you can see it inside the windows. So now what we're going to do is we're going to open all of our doors and windows. And we're going to do this before we glue the yellow piece and the black piece together. So we're going to open all of those doors and windows, because it's easier to do it when you have both sides available to you. Open all the doors and windows, just like that, and then we're going to close them back up. But since we've already opened them once, it'll be much easier to open them again in a little bit. Now we're going to glue this piece to this piece. So I'm going to flip over my haunted house. I'm going to take my glue stick, and I'm going to run my glue stick over the areas that are not open windows. because you don't want to glue your windows shut. Then you won't be able to draw anything in them. So all over the parts of the house that don't have windows. Now, if you are using liquid glue, you are going to want to let this dry for a bit. So we're going to line this up. Whoop. No. We're going to line this up a little better. So we don't want any yellow showing on the outside. Pat it flat. And then wait for it to dry. And if you're using liquid glue, you're gonna wait a little bit for it to dry. All right, I've got my haunted house and I have my blue piece of paper. Now I'm gonna glue my haunted house anywhere I want to my blue piece of paper. Take my glue stick, run it all along my haunted house. And I'm gonna just set it in the middle. And I think before I start drawing, I think what my haunted house needs is the moon. So we're gonna take that yellow piece of paper. You would have cut this part out, but there should still be a decent piece left. And I'm just gonna cut out a circle. If you wanna add a moon to yours, you can do a crescent moon or a half moon, or you don't have to do a moon at all. But this year is a very interesting year for the moon. Or at least this month is a very interesting month for the moon. We have a blue moon this month. And a blue moon means that there's a full moon twice in one calendar month, which is pretty cool. Ta-da! Now I'm all set for the drawing. So I'm going to open my doors and windows. And I'm gonna start drawing some ghosty buddies, I guess. I like ghosts. Casper's the best ghost, I think. Can't think of any other ghosts that come to mind right now. But just draw some ghosts. Some eyes and a smiley face and a ghosty body. So you can draw whatever you want in your house, whatever you want on the background, whatever you want. It's great. But this was my completed version. So I've got some ghosts in all the windows, some candles. I tried to draw a wolf. It's not exactly the best, kind of looks like a cat. And I drew a witch in the moon. So we would love to see your completed haunted house. But in the meantime, we are going to go on to our next craft, which is this cute little ghost. Because ghosties are my favorite. So he is on a string, like that. So you're gonna take these materials. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our piece of muslin fabric and we're gonna decorate the edges with a marker. Now, I'm using a permanent marker, so I'm going to take a spare piece of paper and put it underneath so that it doesn't bleed through onto my table. Now I'm just gonna draw some dashes. You can do whatever you want. If you don't want to decorate your ghost, that's fine. If you do want to decorate your ghost, go for it. You can do swirls or circles or, yeah, I'm just doing dotted lines. You can do whatever you want. Whoops. We're gonna try to keep on that paper though. That way it doesn't bleed through. So there's nothing good about a bleed through onto a table, especially permanent marker. Your grown-ups would not be pleased. What are you gonna name your ghost? Your ghost friend? I think I'll name mine Gerald. That sounds like a decent name for a ghost. All right, so I'm done with my marker for now. And we're going to flip it over onto the not decorated side. We're going to take our styrofoam ball, put it in the middle, and then wrap it up. And this will be the head of our ghost. Wrap it up just so. And then we are going to take our invisible thread. You can kind of see this. And we're going to tie a knot around our ghost head. Now, if it's a bit difficult to tie a knot with this very thin thread, that's okay. You can try and try again, or if it's getting too frustrating, ask your grown-up, and they are more than likely to help you. So yeah, this is a little difficult. All right, I have double knotted my knot on my ghost. Now I'm gonna try to keep this invisible thread pointed up while I put on his bow. And I think I'm gonna use the black one. You can use either or, but do try to keep that thread kind of up in the air. And again, you're gonna do a double knot. It's like giving him a bow tie. And this way, when our thread is up, it means he'll hang more upright. So one more time, give our ghostie a bow tie. Uh-oh. Let's try one more time. Ta-da! We have a very dashing ghost, but we do need to give him a face. So taking your marker, and just give him a face, whatever kind of face you want. I'm thinking I'll give him 2 eyes and maybe a smile. Yay! Maybe a bigger smile. Oh yes, very nice. And then you can use the other side of the thread to tie him somewhere so he can hang and watch over you. All right, that's all we have for today. Let us know if you like this, and let us, we would love to see your work. So go ahead and tag us or send us an email, and we miss you all and hope you have a very happy Halloween. Thank you for watching.